all this pitching talk, we need to get into the National League Cy Young Award race. What's happening here?
Man, this race
It's tightening
went
up
from a three-headed monster
to a lock.
to a two-head monster
Right.
to a holy shit, it's wide open with a week to play.
Yep.
So what a week has made since we talked about this. Bauer's the only one still in the top 3 ERA. Darvish is now 7th in the ERA in the NL.
Yep.
DeGrom had an injury, gave up 3 earned runs. Now with the start last night, he lowered back down to 2.14. So with everyone getting the last start, with Bauer pitching tomorrow against the Brewers, he can also be ready for game 1, or if needed, like I said, the Sunday game if necessary. So that could actually help him out a lot if he gets an extra game compared to everyone else.
Yep.
And if he performs well. So break down, Max Fried will pitch tomorrow night against the Marlins, which could lock it up for Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah.
Corbin Burns should pitch Thursday against the Cardinals. San Diego's Dyson Lamet pitches Friday against the Giants. He's kind of in the talk a little bit. And then DeGrom will pitch Saturday against the Nationals.
Okay.
So if you had a vote, where are you leaning?
Well, all right. So my breakdown, and I'll give you, I'm leaning towards, it's either between Bauer and DeGrom.
Same here.
And DeGrom, like you said, last night was good for him. He had 14 strikeouts. He tied this. He has the lead for the strikeouts right now at 94. So that helps his case. But like you said, his ERA is 5th right now at 2.14, 5th best. So he needs some help. He's 11th in innings pitched at 63, but his FWAR is tied for first at 2.7. Trevor Bauer, on the other hand, he's got an ERA of 1.8, 88 Ks. His 9 innings, 65, and then 7th in FWAR. But Darvish, I think he's out of it. His ERA is at 7th right now. He's had a couple bad outings, like you said, 88 Ks. He's tied for 3rd there. He's tied for 3rd in innings pitched at 69. And then he's also tied in first at F4 with DeGrom at 2.7. So he has a shot. Everybody has a shot, but I still feel like Trevor Bauer and DeGrom have made a strong case this year.
Yeah. And then I think how tight this race is, it's going to come down to votes, like where we might see Bauer get like 7 votes, DeGrom might get 10.
Right. And
like first place votes, and then it's going to be so close.
I agree. And the reason I think you're right there is that people like a household name, and DeGrom has been the guy for the last 2 seasons. So if he's close like he is, I expect him to get votes.
Yeah. Like you can't really argue, 14 Ks twice this year.
Yes.
In a game. He's averaging about 13 a game.
Think about that.
The highest fastball velocity in baseball this year, average.
He's the guy people want to watch.
Yeah. And, and the Mets, the 10 starts he's had so far this year, or I think now 11, before that, he was 8-2 when he pitched. Bauer, I know, has a 4-4 record. So yes, his ERA is low, but he has given up where the team has not batted behind him and got losses. But we've seen that so much time with DeGrom. But a lot of people say if Bauer gets an extra start, it might very benefit him because he'll have the extra innings pitch.
Agreed. But from what I understand, DeGrom's supposed to get another outing as well.
Well, they all get one more.
Right.
But Bauer might get 2.
Okay. And then the last person in the mix, like you said, he probably doesn't have a chance because he started out as a reliever. Corbin Burns.
Yeah.
But his ERA is a 1.77, which is pretty damn good. Ks are 88, which puts him at 8 innings, is only at 56, and that's where the relief pitching was, which is tied for 21st. So I agree with you there, man. I think he pitched great this year, but I don't think he's a Cy Young contender. But even if he gets like 2 votes, that could take away from somebody else if DeGrom's getting majority of them.
So what I can see happening is DeGrom, Bauer, and Burns being the 3 finalists for the. So then it comes down to votes, where who gets the first place, who gets the second place, who gets the third place votes. And like, the years past, DeGrom has gotten 31 out of the 32 votes or whatever like that. Like, it's so close.
Yeah.
Where this might be where it might be like 10-7, or like it's going to be that close, or like where so many people get first place and the second place vote's going to count, where Bauer, DeGrom might just squeak it out barely. As we saw one of the closest Cy Young races we've had in a long time.
It could be, man. And you know what? Regardless of who wins, they both earned it. So I'm not gonna be too upset.
Yeah, and like DeGrom said, he wishes he has more starts. If you think about it, this is a third of their starts usually.
I know, it's crazy.
If you take 12 starts out of usually 32, it's like, what would this been like if this was a full season for these guys?
Oh my gosh,
the way they're pitching this year.
And DeGrom, with, you know, like I said, it's all been messed up from the get-go because of coronavirus. If they all had a good spring training and then we started going, and like you said, these guys are pitching this nasty, who knows at the end of this, man, I can't even imagine. It could have been a great season.
Man, this has been one of the ages for pitching.
Absolutely,
man. Because you don't have, like, you know, a guy in each league that has a sub-2 ERA. You're talking about multiple guys with 2 sub-2 ERAs right now. Yes, it's a shorter season. It's like insane.
That's what I'm saying. We're at the end of the season. You and I are talking about a guy who has a 1.77 ERA, saying it's pretty good, but he's not going to win a Cy Young. A 1.77 ERA. I mean, just think about those 1.8, 1.7, 2.14. I'm just saying these guys are throwing great.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that say stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flick up.